In these videos, I am on the journey of completing the entirety of the Surging Spark set. During my quest, I will open every single item that is released from this set to make sure I get every single promo card. And if I still need to open more once that has happened, then I will open whatever I like and may go search for singles until the set is complete. What is up, y'all? As you can see from the title of the video, it is finally time to start the finale of finishing my Surging Spark set. So we got a few rules for this. As you guys know, I've opened all the products that I felt I needed to open. So now it's just the nitty-gritty, completing the set. Couple rules. Number one, I can still open packs whenever I feel like it, if I feel like I want to. Not sure how likely that'll be with how hard they are to get right now and just how spendy they are. Rule number two, the only way that I can buy the remaining cards I need is if it's done either through Reddit, just like randomly seeing posts for cards that I need, or I can trade cards that I already have for them, or if I also go to stores or card shows, which the more likely is just going to be Reddit because of my medical conditions. It makes it easier for me to just do it from home. So with that being said, let's get into it. But yeah, I felt like just, going on eBay and searching in every card and buying every card, that just makes it too easy. I want it to at least be like somewhat hard. And at least with Reddit, like, you have to scroll through posts, hope that people have the exact cards you want, and it's like, you're talking to a person, conversating with a person, and it just feels more like an actual, like, trade, unlike just scrolling on eBay. So let's get into it. First and foremost, we need to talk about how many cards are left for me to get. So before putting anything in that I would have acquired from trading or buying, I need 22 more cards as of right now. All of them being either IRs, trainers, full arts, SIRs, or golds. I have all of the numbered cards, it's just the ones in the back. So I'll just kind of catalog as I get items in and add them to the binder. I do have one as of right now that I had happened to get a few days ago, which is the Skarmory, the beautiful Skarmory IR. Such a sick card, so we're going to go ahead and add that in right now. In future clips, I'll show the binder and me putting them in, but just for this one, for the beginning, just going to slot it in without you guys being able to see it. So now that Skarmory is in the binder, so we are now at 21 left. Hopefully we can get this done relatively soon. I would love to move on to a new set, but I'll see you guys, well, you guys are watching this in one video, but I'll see you for the next entry. What's up, y'all? We got our second entry on the journey of finally completing this. Pretty good one, honestly. We got 3 cards that I needed in a singular order, so that's cool. I'll just show it through the big camera. We got Shinotic IR, really cool one. Very cheap too, it's only like $3. Got our final full art we needed, the Flygon full art, and a really cute one that I've wanted for a while, the Fampi illustration rare. I'll show little clips of me putting them in as they go in. So first up, we got Shinotic going in, and then we got Fampi going in, and then Flygon's going in to finish that page of full arts. That looks really clean now. Alright, so that leaves us with 18 to go. We're really getting down to it. This is honestly really exciting. Just all the work that's been put into this set, it's really cool. So yeah, really excited to finish this off. I'll pick this up soon. What's up, y'all? Back for another entry. We got some more cards to add. I'm like literally having to do one of these entries like every day. I've been being really active about getting the cards for the set. First one we got is the Braviary. Next we got the Lycia's Appeal, regular full art trainer, and then the next ones are just kind of an added bonus. We've got the Wooper promo card, which comes in one of the check lane blisters, I believe, and we got Pachirisu, which also comes in one of the check lane blisters. So promo wise, I only need 2 more check lane blister cards, and that's it. Minus the Magneton PC stamped promo, but I'm not too caring about getting that. Let's add these cards into the binder now. Okay, first one going in is the Braviary, which, fun fact, is actually the last IR, as you can see. And then next is the Lycia's Appeal, which goes on the final slot of that page. And then we've got the Pachirisu going in on a new page of promos, and then we've got the Wooper, and then I did also actually get a second Quagsire. It just happened to be an add-on to the trade, so throwing that in as well. We are now 16 cards away, y'all. We're gonna keep grinding at it. I'll see you guys for the next entry. What's up, y'all? We got yet again another entry. We got 4 today, so adding on a good chunk considering how far we are into it. First off, we've got Mesprit IR, really cool one. And then we've got Gold Jet Energy. We have another really cool and funny IR, this Lakoth, just sleeping out in the grass field. Love that one. And then we got the Full Art Trainer, Clement's Quick Wit. So let's add those into the binder real quick. Okay, we first got Mesprit going in right here. And then we got Slakoth going in right here to finish out a beautiful page. And then Clement, however you want to pronounce it, goes in right there. And then the Jet Energy is the final one on this page. So that leaves us with 13 cards to go. We are getting so close, and I still have many more on the way. So see you guys for the next entry. What's up, y'all? We've got a good haul for today's entry, especially considering how close we are to being complete. The cards we're adding, first off, the GOAT, Feebas IR, really cool card. Relatively cheap too, to be honest. We've got Gold Counter Gain, very random one, but was able to find that. Gold Alolan Executor. And then we got Full Art Drasna. I believe that's the last regular full art I needed. And then we've got the dope-ass cast form illustration rare. I love the artwork on this one. It has all 3 of them on it, the other 2 in the background. Actually, the other 3. Forgot that there was 4 of them. Just the original cast form, too. So let's go ahead and throw these into the binder. Alright, y'all, first one up is cast form going in right here. And then next is Feebas going in right here to finish out that page. And then we've got Drasna going in right here, and it is in fact the last full art trainer. And then we've got Executor going in right here. And Counter Gain going in right here. The gold Pikachu is the only one that remains for the gold cards. That puts us down to 8 cards remaining, y'all. That is insane. We are getting so close. I know a lot of the heavy hitters are still needed, though. I still need actually all of the top 3. So still going to be quite the challenge, but we'll get there. I'll see you guys for the next entry. What's up, y'all? Back for another entry. This is the big one. Lo and behold, the SIR Pikachu. $300 card right here. Let me break down what I traded for it. So, in one of my piles of cards that I sent to get graded, as I've mentioned before on the channel, I don't think I've mentioned it a crazy amount, but I collected like right after COVID for about a year or so. So like start of Sword and Shield, like end of Sun and Moon. So I had a bunch of Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield cards that were just like kept in binders obviously very nicely and stuff for a long time, and once I got back into the hobby I sent some to get graded. I happened to have the Umbreon and Darkrai promo tag team, and as you guys know, that jumped in price and it graded a 9, which was still worth like $200 in a 9, so didn't care for that card whatsoever, so traded that card. Traded the Radiant Collection Mew. It was like damaged. A friend had just given it to me, so it was basically a free card, but it was like fully damaged, so that was $40 in value. And then I added 60 on top, so I mean, in realness, I only spent $60 on this, so That is a hell of a deal, and that's all for this entry. This boy deserves his own entry, so as much as I hate to say this, because this just feels wrong putting a $300 card just into a set binder, but it's time to add it into the binder. Alright, y'all, here's its spot right here. Sliding in. Joining the team. That is so awesome to see. Oh my gosh. What a great one to get knocked out. Okay, that leaves us with 7 more cards to go. And we obviously just got the big boy out of the way, so feeling really good. Excited that we're getting very near the end of this. See you guys for the next entry. What's up, y'all? We got another entry to do. Just a singular card. Probably gonna start just being singular card entries, I would imagine, as we get, down to the very last few. Today's pickup is the Drayton SIR. Was actually able to find this at my local card shop. Finally feeling good enough to go out and about again. And I was out and just happened to be in that area. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go check in the store, see if I can find anything. Did find a couple, but unfortunately the others were priced a decent chunk above market. And there's no point in me doing that when I can find them on Reddit for market price. But this one was right at market price. So I was like, you know what? I'll pick it up. So got Drayton SIR to put in today. Let's stick it into the binder. Drayton slots in top right here. That's the final trainer SIR we need. And Gold Pikachu is the only card remaining needed on that page. So we are now down to 6 cards, y'all. We've got 1 IR remaining, which is the Stunfisk, funny enough. It's on its way. I actually ordered it once, and it got lost in the mail. Like, I should have had it weeks ago, but it got lost in the mail, so then I bought another one. So that one's on the way. And then we are missing 4 SIRs, the Latias, Milotic, Durant, and Executor. Durant and Executor, pretty relatively decent priced. Those ones aren't too bad. The Latias and the Milotic are both over $100, so those ones are going to be rough. And then we've got 1 gold card remaining, the Pikachu one, which is actually one of my favorite cards in this set. But that one's also like $60, so still got some decent heavy hitters. But that's it for this entry. I assume I'll pick it back up when I have the Stunfisk. What's up, y'all? Doing another entry. As I said, it's just going to be like singular entries probably for the rest of these. Today we've got the final illustration rare I needed, and funny enough, the cheapest one. It is the Stunfisk. And I should have had this like weeks ago, but the first time I ordered it, it got lost in the mail, so I had to order it from another person, but I finally have it. Let's stick it into the binder. Alright, y'all, Stunfisk going in. Every illustration rare is officially in the binder, and now this is looking beautiful. And with Stunfisk in, that puts us at 5 remaining. Durant SIR, Executor SIR, Latias SIR, Milotic SIR, and the Gold Pikachu. Basically like 5 of the most expensive outside of, I think, Hydreigon and Pikachu, obviously. So we got 5 more to go. I do already have one on the way, so we'll probably have another entry relatively soon, but that's all for now. So until the next one. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another entry. Today we've got 1 more to add, and this actually wasn't the one that was on the way like I mentioned in the last clip. I went to a card shop last night with my brother and happened to see one of the final ones that I needed, and got a decent deal on it. This card shop, I'm actually going to start shopping at this place all of the time, because if you do cash, they sell at 90%, which is like, that's just insane to me. Like, I was going to a card shop before that like sold their items like $5 to $10 over market a lot of the time, and then these guys, as soon as I asked like what's your pricing on cards, they said, oh, we just do it at market. I'm like, oh, thank God, just like every place should. And then plus the 10%, like, it's a no-brainer. I need to go back there more. But picked up the Executor SIR, ended up getting it for like $30, so like would have been the same kind of deal that I would probably get on Reddit, honestly, probably even cheaper. So I'm honestly thinking about going back there and potentially, if not completing the set, getting very close to it. So be on the lookout for that. This might be over in the next couple days, which is so exciting to say, and I cannot believe it. But anyways, let's stick this boy into the binder. Alright, y'all, Executor slots in right down here to help keep filling out the SIR page. We now just need, I don't know what order exactly they go in, but Milotic, Latias, Durant, and Gold Pika. So that puts us at 4 cards remaining, and I do have 1 on the way, so technically 3, it's just, you know, I haven't put it into the binder yet. Binder-wise, we got 4 cards left, which it's just insane. I cannot believe I'm at this point, to be honest. The finale is nearing us. Well, I mean, this video in its entirety is the finale, but you know what I mean. The final card being set into the binder is nearing, and I'm very excited for that. I'll be back soon. What's up, y'all? As I said, I was gonna go out and about to hopefully finally complete this set. Still waiting on 1 in the mail, which is Durant. So the ones that I'm hunting for is the Milotic, the Latias, and the Gold Pikachu. And then I brought some cards to trade towards them, because I mean, those 3 together, it's like $300. So let me show you guys the cards I brought real quick. Brought the Zoroark, which was actually from my Hunting for Graded Cards series, but I realized it wasn't going to grade a 10 and would like to sell it as fast as possible since prices have already been dropping on it. It's dropped already like 15 bucks since I've pulled it. We got this Charizard EX, which I actually just like bought randomly on Reddit. Was hoping it was 10 condition so I could send it to grading to make a profit. Sadly wasn't. Still a near mint card, but got a Charmeleon, the extra one I pulled in the final 151 video. We've got a Cleffa that I also bought hoping to grade in a 10. This one for my PC actually, but sadly it was not a 10. Got this random Greedent V from back when I collected in Sword and Shield era. Got a Phanpy. I accidentally bought 2 Phanpys in the process of completing this Surging Sparks binder, so just had an extra one. This Magmortar that I pulled in one of my Hunting for Graded Cards episodes. This Team Rocket's Betrayal that was also open in a Hunting for Graded Cards episode. A Metane Master Ball that was open from the Terastal Festival boxes. That is OG. That was like, shit, that was like end of December, early July, or January. So that was a long time ago. This has just been sitting there. Might as well see if I can get rid of it. And then we've got an Unfair Stamp, a, you know, playable card. Thought they might take it. It was originally going to be in a deck that I was going to play, and then I switched to using different decks, so didn't need it anymore. But yeah, that's the cards I'm bringing to trade, and then I also have some cash. Like I said, they do 10% off market if you bring cash, so I'm going to ask, but I'm hoping that when you trade, they'll still take the cash as 90%. I don't know exactly how that works, so I need to clarify on that. But when I came here, so that Executor clip was literally, I bought that card yesterday from when I'm recording this right now. And when I was here yesterday, I did see the Latias and the Gold Pikachu. I did not see the Milotic though, so really hoping they also have that. I would hate to leave here still needing 1 more card, though. Just be really annoying. But even if I do, it's not the end of the world. Still waiting on Durant, so the set won't be like complete. Everything would just be bought. But yeah, you guys are finally seeing a clip of me out in the wild. So let's see if I can hopefully strike big and get everything I need and finally complete this damn thing. Okay, we're back here. So we'll call it a decent win. I didn't get every card, unfortunately, but I got Big Boy Latias. This card is so beautiful. I love this card. Milotic's my favorite of the set, but this is definitely up there too. And they had 7 of them, so I got to like look through all of them and pick out the like cleanest one of them. And I'm not even kidding, this one actually looked like 10 worthy, if we're being honest, so it was cool that there was a big selection for me to pick from. And what I ended up doing was I traded the Zoroark in. They took it at 80%, so I got 55 on that. They priced this at 165, so that brought it down to 110. And then, as I was saying before with the cash and trade stuff, basically how they do it, they take the 10% off after your trade-ins, which makes sense. So then at the 110, took $10 off, made it a flat 100 for the card. So I was perfectly okay spending 100 with this for this card, because that allows me to, with the rest of these singles that I had for trade, this should actually pretty much cover the other 2 cards I need. So that works out perfectly. I don't have to spend any more like actual out-of-pocket money for cards. At least I don't think. We got a big boy, so that is awesome, and the second biggest card of the set, so let's slap it into the binder. Alright, another big card going in. And it just feels right that it goes in next to Pikachu. Boom. Man, that is almost looking so amazing. So all we got left is Milotic, Durant, I don't know which order they go in, but Milotic, Durant, which Durant's on the way, and then Gold Pika. So we're down to 3 cards not in the binder and 2 that I need to purchase. Oh my gosh, this is insane. Yeah, this is something crazy. Alright, see y'all for our next entry. What's up, y'all? We got our next entry. The pickups for this clip is the Durant SIR, as I had mentioned when I got the Latias, that this was on the way. And then in that same time that it took the Durant to get here, I found the gold Pikachu and got it, and now it's here. So let's slap those into the binder. Okay, Durant goes in up here. And then over to the next page goes our boy Golden Pikachu. All we need. We are down to 1 card, y'all. That is insane. This set is so gorgeous as you fill it out. Man, that means next time I pick this up, I will be doing the final entry. 1 more. See y'all then. What's up, y'all? The day is finally here. It's finally being complete. Well, first off, before I show it, I did pick up the Magneton Pokemon Center promo, just because the promo section of the binder felt incomplete without it, so I was like, I'll add it on. It's from the one product I said I didn't have to open for this, so I thought I'd buy the card. And then we got it. The Milotic, the final card that I'm missing from the Surging Sparks binder. Let's go ahead and just rip the band-aid off and throw them in and complete this set. Okay, so first off, we've got the promo going in, which has its slot waiting for it already. Goes right into there. Don't know exactly how I'm doing the rest of the promos. The ones that are like for sure for this set is all of this page and then the Magneton promo. I'm just gonna like figure out what I'm doing for the rest of the promos area for the set. Yeah, that's it for promos. And then the spot's waiting for it. The Milotic going in to complete Surging Sparks. It is all done, y'all. That is insane. Wow. I looked back on it, and the first video for this Surging Sparks series was the 8th video of this channel, recorded on January 4th, and, well, uploaded on January 4th. I guess it was probably recorded, like, late December, probably, or yeah, I would assume it was recorded late December and completed on January 12th, so right around 6.5 months to complete this. This has been an insane journey. First of many binders to be completed, and I'm excited for many more. I'm also just like excited to get to a new set. Like, as much as this is amazing to have completed, I am so ready to open something that's not Surging Sparks or 151. Every single product and every single card has been opened and obtained from the set, which is just such a cool concept. I've never really seen people do where they like specifically our master setting set and open for it every single item from it. I thought the concept I had for that was actually unique, which is hard to find in this kind of realm with all of the creators that do this. So I love this concept, and this was one of the like firstborn ideas of the channel. This series will keep going on forever. So that and hunting for graded cards. That's the end of that. And then, I don't know if I had mentioned this at all earlier on in the video, because this has been recorded over the span of like a month and a half now, I think, but I wanted to do where I got a memento for the completion of the set, which would likely either be a graded card of a card from the set, or like a sealed piece to just like display next to it on like a shelf. Eventually I'll want to do like a graded card and a sealed piece for every set, but I just don't have the funds for that right now. But what I went with is the literal only item that had never been opened from the set, the Pokemon Center Surging Sparks box, which is so cool. Keeping this sealed forever right by this binder. I also just think this is like a ETB that'll appreciate really well over time, so good piece to have anyway. But yeah, that's the memento for this set. I cannot believe this one is over, and we're so close on 151 too. Like, that video, expect that video to be out relatively soon after this. I don't know how soon, I would say maybe within a month. With that being said, let's go ahead and take a trip back down memory lane. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Welcome to episode 2 of completing sets. And yes, as you guys saw in the intro, we're opening a Surging Sparks booster box. I am so excited for this. What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 3 of going for binder set. Today we've got Surging Sparks again. So we've got one of the 6-pack bundles right here. We got 2 of the 3-pack blisters, and then we've got 8 booster packs. What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 3 or 5, whatever you want to call it, of hunting for graded cards. We are back to Surging Sparks again for this episode, and we got a huge one here, as you guys can see. We've got the Surging Sparks Build and Battle display. Y'all, welcome back to episode 4 of Surging Sparks set hunting. We've got, in a way, the finale, kinda. I'll explain it. Today we're going to be opening the ETB 5 loose packs and the Quagsire 3-pack blister. As you guys can see, this is how many cards I have out of the set right now. This is how many cards I have of the set so far. So we're already a pretty decent bit of the way through. This is how many cards we're at currently, and let's see what we get to by the end of the video. And currently this is how many we have in the set so far. Ooh, got a Milotic EX. Ooh, that is one of the good ones, and I already have this. Tapu Koko. Ooh, Execute. I love this artwork. Skeledridge. Ooh. Forgot we hadn't hit our trainer card. 10 out of... Ooh, we got Clobbopus. There's definitely some room. Ooh. Got Drayton Trainer Gallery. See Titan. Ooh, we got a pull again. Nice. That's a pretty good one. Nice. That is such a good card. I honestly think this is better than the super hyped one. Maybe like 4 or 5. Ooh, we got a Flapple. Nice. You guys would pick. Ooh, that's not the one I'm looking for, but that is still a really cool one. I know I don't have that. Helios. Ooh, that is a cool one. Gladios. Ooh, the Brava. We do have that one. It's a cool looking one. We get a double hit. Oh, we did. That felt like quite a long time. Ooh, Serrano. Cernius. Oh, we got the Doug Trio, yes. I got my 3rd Hydreigon. Because even while I'm still on... Ooh. Got blocked. Ooh, we got... Wait. I think I might actually beat this. you made it this far, thank y'all for watching this video. Alright y'all, thank you guys for watching episode 3 of this series. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching, y'all. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys in episode 3. Thank you guys so much. And I'll see you guys in episode 4. I'll see you guys for episode 6 or episode 4, however you want to say it, for set hunting. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching, y'all. See you for the next one. I think you might be next.